The man who will get up will be helped up, and the man who will not get up will be allowed to stay down. Is it possible for the human mind to conceive of a more horrible state of society? Education means emancipation. It means light and liberty. It means the uplifting of the soul of man into the glorious light of truth, the light by which men can only be made free. You have to take power. No one gives it. I know of no rights of race superior to the rights of humanity. A battle lost or won is easily described, understood, and appreciated, but the moral growth of a great nation requires reflection, as well as observation, to appreciate it. A little learning, indeed, may be a dangerous thing, but the want of learning is a calamity to any people. A man without force is without the essential dignity of humanity. Human nature is so constituted that it cannot honor a helpless man, although it can pity him. In studying the character and works of a great man, it is always desirable to learn in what he is distinguished from others, and what have been the causes of this difference. You are not judged by the height you have risen, but from the depth you have climbed. Welcome, welcome joy, welcome sorrow, welcome pleasure, welcome pain. You are all the ingredients of life, and with you all, life is an inestimable blessing. For no man, who lives at all, lives unto himself. He either helps or hinders all who are in any wise connected to him. We have to do with the past only as we can make it useful to the present and the future. The soul that is within me, no man can degrade. Those who profess to favor freedom, and yet deprecate agitation, are men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. Freedom is a road, seldom traveled by the multitude. Some know the value of education by having it. I knew its value by not having it. Man's greatness consists in his ability to do, and the proper application of his powers to things needed to be done. A worship that can be conducted by persons who refuse to give shelter to the houseless, to give bread to the hungry, clothing to the naked, and who enjoin obedience to a law, forbidding these acts of mercy, is a curse, not a blessing to mankind. They suppress the truth rather than take the consequence of telling it, and in so doing prove themselves a part of the human family. Inaction is followed by stagnation. Stagnation is followed by pestilence, and pestilence is followed by death. There is not a man beneath the canopy of heaven that does not know that slavery is wrong for him. From apparently the basest metals, we have the finest toned bells. Immense wealth and its lavish expenditure fill the great house with all that can please the eye, or tempt the taste. Here, appetite, not food, is the great desideratum. A smile or a tear has no nationality, Joy and sorrow speak alike to all nations, and they, above all the confusion of tongues, proclaim the brotherhood of man. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have the exact measure of the injustice and wrong which will be imposed on them. A man's character always takes its hue, more or less, from the form and color of things about him. People might not get all they work for in this world, but they must certainly work for all they get. I would unite with anybody to do right, and with nobody to do wrong. Without a struggle, there can be no progress.